You're reckless, impulsive, and most frighteningly have no grasp of how much you don't know yet. But I also think, judging from the last week or so, that there's a chance we might work well together.
Over the years, we've done this show, and it changes slightly every year, but it seems that the fans really love the chemistry between Cindy and Jason, and that is the secret sauce to the whole show.
Lady, who the hell are you?
I'm Angie Everett.
We've always said that the crime story comes second to the personal dynamics between the leads.
You know, the continuing evolution of the Shade and Angie relationship is fun and effortless sometimes and tricky other times because it's always building them sort of closer together as they go on their journey as individuals.
Hey, you want to join us?
Oh, no, I can't crash a family dinner.
Well, you're not crashing. I just invited you. Besides, you're part of the family now.
Sure.
Keeping all the balls in the air of the supporting cast of Jules and Dawn and Becca and now Danica and Carson and Ennis or Maz and Zoe, I think it allows us to sort of focus on different parts of their lives, so we're not just focusing on their romance and their connection. And so it keeps that fresh, and yet at the same time, we get to develop these other characters.
I think Zoe and Maz are both really fun characters, and it's really fun to see them together.
So what do you propose we do here?
I think we both know.
Break up?
We debated how long we were going to sort of keep them together and how soon we were going to break them up and what that would do to our main characters in terms of either stealing some of their thunder or being repetitive, and so we ended up, after some debate, we ended up breaking them up a lot sooner and using that as an example to sort of focus on Shade and Angie's partnership. And it was kind of a fun adult decision that sort of I felt was, you know, defied expectations in that you thought, oh, we're just gonna couple everybody up and they're gonna date and everything's gonna be great. But sometimes relationships don't work and they were just better as friends.
We'll be better to each other, right? And we'd be better people, probably, if we were just...
Friends?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
One of the other great love stories in the show, which I find amazing, is the Liam Jules story. It started off actually in season 1 when they're on the ferry, and then through the course of this season 2, we play that burgeoning relationship where Shade and Angie come home to Shade's house one day, and of course Angie comes in first and sees them making out on the couch, and she covers for them. At the same time, Becca's changing and Jules is changing, and now Zoe's coming in and learning how to change and date Maz, and all the relationships were changing. Dawn was trying to figure out his second act. He decides to partner up with Shona, which begins another love story. It's fun to see all these different people's romantic lives sort of reflecting back on their personal lives and work.
We will say that Shade and Angie keep the sparks very much alive. Despite relationships with other people,
Yes.
they always tend to gravitate back to one another.
We have really struggled with the notion of how quickly we want to advance their romantic relationship or whether we want to put them in a romantic relationship.
Even though to us, they look like two people who are meant to be together, it's a different perspective from their point of view.
It's a shame when two people can't see what's right in front of them, don't you think?
It's a damn shame. Say hi to Mel.
Yeah. Say hi to Ken.
In season 1, we had something that we called the undercover kiss. They kissed one another, but they were undercover and they were acting in character. But the effect of that undercover kiss in subsequent seasons has always driven an agenda between these two who like to tease one another and like to rib one another, but we have the growing sense that they care very much for one another.
Season 3, we actually had, we almost kissed in the Shade House, and then season 4, everyone takes a step back. It's more about the work.
Given what happens to Angie at the end of season 4, I believe that instant causes both of them to reevaluate things in their lives.
There's definitely a perspective shift.
And I think that it starts to push the two of them in a direction that will forever alter the course of our show. Look, you need to be more careful. If there's no more you, there's no more us.
They really know how to count on each other and lean on each other for support, and they're there for each other a lot of the times.
There's definitely a spark between them.
Zoe knows there's a connection between Shade and Angie, but she would never interfere.
Obviously, many people wonder whether they will have a serious romantic relationship.
Yes, the million-dollar question. Is this the year that Shade and Angie are finally going to get together? Well, I can neither confirm nor deny those allegations at this time. Aren't you tired of this?
Tired of what?
We're never getting together.
This thing that we do where we get close and then you pull away, I pull away. Do we think they'll ever get together?
Angie and Shade will get together over my dead body.
It's will they, won't they? You have to tune in to find out.